Hello, everybody. The gang is back. We are all here. Nobody is presently suffering too mightily from COVID. I don't know, Ian. You might still be under a little bit. But
yeah, a little bit.
A little bit to Lawyers and Dragons. And before we get started here, I wanted to point out at least one thing. You currently see a chat pinned at the top of chat because one of us is a crazy person. Well, frankly, we're all crazy people, but one of us is especially crazy today and has been streaming for your pleasure and sick kids since midnight his time this morning and is currently still streaming based on this, an Extra Life donation for those sick kids, and will be till midnight of his time tonight. I believe right now your channel is currently under the control of Kirk of Uncivil Law, so Godspeed to you. Hopefully that goes great. Ian, is there anything else?
You're hoping I'm not banned by the time I get back.
You'll just come back to 3 strikes. Like, what happened? He's like, I don't know. Ian, but before we get started, I do want to point out that donation link is there. This is a fantastic cause. I will be showing up on your stream, Ian, later today after Lawyers and Dragons. Can you tell us a little bit about this hospital foundation and what people would be donating to for this, and a little bit about Extra Life, and then we'll get started with Lawyers and Dragons.
So Extra Life is basically a charity that got started because at the time people were talking all sorts of smack about gamers, and some people said, hey, you know what? How about we just, why don't we do some charity stuff? And so they started that up, and this basically fundraises for Children's Miracle Network hospitals. In my case, it's going directly to the Stollery Children's Hospital, which is a local hospital here in Edmonton. And so that's what it's for. I get 0% of these donations. They're all going to the Children's Hospital. And yeah, it's fantastic. I've got, super chats turned off. People have been pounding the donation button. I started out with a goal of 2,500.
Oh, you cleared that. You cleared that.
I keep adjusting the goal as it goes up. So we're now closing in on 30,000, which is tremendous. And a lot of that is Rob's fault. I blame Rob.
Basically, everything that happens to us in any capacity on YouTube or otherwise, I tend to blame on Rob. I'll just be walking down the street and something falls down on from a ceiling. I blame Rob. Oh, and here's why.
Not today's tardiness.
Not today's tardiness. Are you sure, Alyte? I'm not sure. I think we can blame Rob.
No. It definitely is this person who's way overdressed.
I think the grand finale. I think we maybe should dress up. I don't know. We'll get a couple episodes from now. I don't have any ball gowns, I'm sorry to say, but perhaps we can dress up. David,
or all dragon onesies,
just dragon one. All right.
Okay, I don't have a dragon one, but I do have a shark and a bear. So I could
have a shark onesie and a bear onesie. Look, we're already learning about our fellow Lawyers and Dragons colleagues here. Welcome,
Rob needs a unicorn one.
Rob needs a unicorn onesie.
Yes,
let's make that happen.
What? David?
Why?
David, since it's been a couple of weeks, can you take it away and remind us how we used to be?
Oh my gosh, a lot has happened, both in the real world and in our world, but let's jump right back into it. So last we left off, you guys were sent by those mages, that wizard school, to go and thwart this attack that's happening on these magical trees. Okay, a lot of things happened in between then. We know all about that. And as you guys made your way into the town where the tree is located, you guys were basically zapped away, taken away, and sent hundreds of miles to another location, popping up in Turtletown. And it seems like there was an imminent attack on that tree when you guys were last there. You guys went to Turtletown. You dealt with a bunch of Borgos that were being dropped in from somewhere. They were being dropped in through this green veil of magic. And you guys thwarted them, commandeered their ship, burned it a little bit, but then did commandeer it, and then began sailing away back towards the city you were just at. And along the way, you ended up dealing with a magical sea creature that appeared and watched another Borgo ship get eaten, destroyed, and you guys just kind of sailed by and let that happen. You just let them all get eaten. That's fine. But that's where we're going to pick up. Is the conflict there has ended. You guys have all leveled up, and you are still on your way back to the city of Alnwick. You don't know how much time you got before you're there, but right now we'll say it is nighttime. And I'd like to pass it over to you guys. The creature that you were fighting has died. It's gone. You guys have moved along from there. And we pick up with you. What do you want to do?
I'm so
Cook
sick
some
of being
calamari.
eaten by monsters.
Are there any pieces of it on the top deck?
Where we last left off, there was one of the tentacles was still gripped around the main mast. So yeah, you would definitely still have pieces of it there.
Time to barbecue some calamari.
You're not going to light a fire on our boat again, are you, Lyman?
Don't worry, it'll be a controlled fire. It's not, a hellfire and damnation sort of like religious fire. It's much more calm.
Why do I feel a dice roll coming?
I would like to insight check that. Hardy rolls a 12 insight.
Oh no.
Are you going to go ahead, Gimlet?
Oh, Gimlet's gonna go set up, sleeping space in the captain's quarters.
Is that what Runkle would also like to do?
A little bit.
What you don't know is that Gimlet's just going to spend the next 2 hours sleeping. On
Yeah. Night, everybody.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm not pretty enough to do a sleeping stream.
Don't doubt yourself. Don't let your dreams be dreams.
Now I'll look up sleeping stream. Oh my God. Is that a thing? All right. We're putting that aside.
That is a thing on Twitch. There are some thirsty people who are on Twitch.
Nobody is going to try to clean himself up. He's got guts on him. He's also going to try to clean up his bag because, as I understand it, Hardy has had a little mess in there. So just a general hygiene visit for nobody.
Sorry, did you say mess or meth?
I don't think Hardy's doing
I don't know if we've done that yet.
I feel like Hardy produces his own meth naturally into his bloodstream.
Oh my goodness, folks. Get ready to retire Gimlet.
The Breaking Bad portion of the show.
Like, I feel like this is just natural. Some people produce serotonin. Hardy produces meth. It's just...
I am the one who purrs.
I'm the one who purrs. Okay, I'm gonna go clean up. I'm leaving this side of the boat.
Gimlet, you make your way to the captain's quarters and you set up a place for you to rest. It has been overturned and destroyed amongst all of the combat and everything that has happened here, but you are able to find a place for you to go and take a nap if that's what you're going to do.
Excellent. I figure it's got a lock that probably locks to keep everyone else out, so Gimlet's just going to set up there. He's like, I have a private room now.
So as you lock the door, give me a perception check.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's not good. That is a 6. I don't see.
Well, actually, on a 6, as you go and you put the lock on this, you've locked the door, and you feel confident about it. And as you kind of like look to the right, you notice that there is a gaping hole in the wall that anyone can walk through. That's been left behind from all the damage of the battle.
You know what? I feel like the rest of people will hopefully be too polite to go in or to wander in now that the door is locked.
All right. Where's Ghostblade?
Ghostblade is, I'm grilling up this. I'm using some blades and I'm grilling up the calamari and cutting some sashimi grade octopus.
Lima is very much appreciating this move.
Give me your survival check.
Quit eating the monsters, guys.
Who? Why?
We have to make use of them.
They're quite possibly poisonous.
It's an interdimensional kraken.
I mean, I don't like it. It's going to be do the Taco Bell thing to me because I just rolled a 7.
Oh, no.
You hear the Taco Bell gong.
Make a run for the bathroom.
Which is the side of the ship.
Yes, the good news is that it's in every direction.
Please go to the back of the ship.
What have I gotten myself into today?
Nobody's anxiety is at an all-time high today, folks.
So many life choices are being rethought in this very moment.
Yeah, on a 7, you're gonna realize that as you're cutting this thing up, like you've never really dealt with anything like this before, so you're just kind of making wide cuts, and you're definitely getting more, I would say, grizzle than you'd expect or want. It's really not appetizing, and it's letting off this like this kind of rancid, fishy smell that you just don't like.
I gotta believe
Yeah, no, I'm going to run for the side of the ship and throw up.
Constitution saving throw, please.
Saving throw on Constitution. Oh my gosh. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
eat
Don't do
the
it.
interdimensional
14.
beasties.
14 on a 14, you get to the edge of the ship and you're able to like, ooh, that was a close one. You feel better. You got the air coming through now. You're away from the sea monster.
Okay, good. Much better. I'm in a better mood now.
Gimlet is just like, nope, I made the correct decision to have a nap. This is
I'm right there with you, little buddy.
Where's nobody?
Nobody went to a different corner and is just trying to get stuff off of him. And I is Hardy with me? Hardy's usually with me. Just trying to clean.
Yeah, Hardy's just kind of like moving around, and you kind of see him watching Ghostblade. He's a little off in the distance, but he's nearby. He's close to you.
I'm trying to clean out the bag, make it more livable for my cat friend. Otherwise, clean up a little bit. I was just inside that thing that made Rob whatever it made Rob.
And are you maybe looking at the weapon you picked up?
Sure, the golden shotgun. Yeah,
Right.
let's look at it.
Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Oh, I love giving checks. That's fun. Oh, let's see here. $10.
Yeah, on a 10, as you're perceiving this thing and looking over it, it is a very elegant looking weapon. It's forged in gold, and you kind of just see on the top of it is that there is a symbol of sorts that's kind of etched into this thing, kind of beautifully crafted, but it resembles a creature that you've never seen or heard of before. It looks actually almost terrifying to look at. Some kind of otherworldly being, like a symbol of it that's etched in, and it's got the head of the fish and the body of an eagle and the tail of a snake.
That's hard to concept out, not gonna lie.
It's
That
very
is
hard to
that is
concept out.
terrifying.
Is there a rattle on that tail? I'm just curious.
No. The tail itself ends with the head of a snake.
Oh. Ooh.
That's just weird.
Okay,
How-
I'm gonna as I
Okay.
examine this, I'm gonna stand up. I'm gonna rush over to Lima. Say Lima, 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 Lima. Can you hear me? Lima, Lima, Lima.
Lima's gonna hear him out of as he's coming up, and she's gonna be like, oh, we're doing this. So she's gonna like purposefully ignore him and like continue steering the ship
Lima,
with her
Lima.
big fancy hat.
Lima. Okay. Look at this. And I'm gonna shove the symbol in front of her face, in between where she's trying to steer the ship.
She's gonna kind of like move back a little bit. So
You're
that
just
she can be
shoving a gun in front of her face.
No, it's on that top, right? So
Look,
it's not,
no, I know what happens when you hastily hand over a weapon that you found in some beast's belly at someone.
Fair.
okay.
Fair.
All right. Okay. You don't have to touch it. Look at this. Look at this. What is it?
I mean, it looks like a boom boom stick.
No, not the. Yeah. I don't know the symbol. The symbol. Do you see the symbol?
Yeah, I do.
What is it? You got the magic pendant and the meditating and drinking the tea. What is it?
Yeah, I mean that doesn't mean that I know all symbols' origins.
Okay. I walk away, somewhat sullenly,
Sorry, nobody.
looking at my
I,
symbol.
Yeah,
Huh.
I don't quite recognize it.
All right. Well, I knock on Gimlet's door.
Good
Gimlet.
idea.
Just-
Gimlet,
Totally good idea.
little buddy, Gimlet, little buddy, Gimlet.
Gimlet, give me a perception check.
This is one I hope to fail.
Of course.
19.
Gimlet, do you perceive me? Do you perceive me? Little buddy.
Gimlet will come to the door.
Yeah.
What?
Yet have Dismas open it for you.
What? I immediately thrust the gun at symbol first towards him and say, "What is this?"
It's an idiot holding a gun.
I don't much like this crew right now.
What do you
I
want?
don't know what the symbol is.
Do you recognize this at all? Have you ever seen anything like this before? You're magical. You're constantly stealing stuff. Don't you see a lot of things?
This is going to take some investigation, so I reach out for the gun.
You take the
Okay, I
gun.
hand over the gun.
Yeah.
Great. Gimlet slams the door and says, "It'll be good in the morning." Through the door.
I walk over and give Hardy a pet.
Just find somebody to give him some love.
And I sit down and I say, "This is enough.
What is?
Oh,
I saw a symbol. It doesn't matter, Hardy. I guess I should have asked you.
What symbol?
There's like a fish head and a snake head and an eagle body. And it was on the golden shotgun we found in the middle of that monster. And Lima didn't know. She shooed me away. Gimlet stole it and he shooed me away. And now we're just here sitting on the deck of a ship watching Rob puke off the side. Ghostblade.
I held that back. Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
Well,
As you look over, you just see like Ghostblade is like whew, breathing, like, getting that fresh air.
Murder in, murder out. Murder in, murder out.
I think he needs to talk to somebody. He seems to have a lot of problems.
this group party, I don't know. I don't know about anything anymore.
Yeah. Well, you know, you said you saw symbol with the
Yeah.
fish
You
head.
don't recognize anything with a fish and a snake and an eagle body, do you?
You know,
Buddy.
it's funny because where did you get it again?
Oh, it was in the inside the, I don't know what you call that. The
It's
octopus monster.
Where I get all of my weapon, where I do all of my weapon shopping inside monsters.
True.
Some people find the chest with the treasure, the loot. Nobody finds it inside the monster.
I mean,
get
it's just
eaten
a
a lot.
different kind of chest.
It is. Oh, wordplay. Fine. It's, yeah. Well, that's
It's as good
it,
as
Hardy.
Whetstone.
Another monster, another day.
Well, it's funny because where I'm from, there are these like creatures who worship another creature who has like similar description to what you said, but that's called a honey siren.
A honey siren?
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
What-
like kind of a myth.
And it's inscribed on my golden gun that I found inside a monster.
That's right. Yeah, seems like that.
That you think is from a different dimension.
Well, it's definitely from a different dimension. It's from my home.
Do you ever sit back, Hardy, and think, how did I get here?
You have
the time.
no idea, my man. That is most of my discussions, inner monologue, how I talk to self. Yes.
This is not my beautiful house. This is not my beautiful wife.
Yo, we'll work that in. We got more shanties. to play. Oh my goodness. Well, all right. Are they to be feared?
Oh, definitely. Oh, definitely. Very, very dangerous. Very not good.
Hardy, everything that you tell us about your dimensions or anything else are very scary and very fearful.
Well, yes, yeah, they're big scary monsters. They're magic and creatures.
Well, let me ask you this: why would somebody take it? You said it was a honey siren. Why
Right.
would they inscribe it on the top of their gun?
Because they worship it.
They worship it. They shoot people
right.
with their gun for these things.
That's right, yes. They sacrifice, you get shot. Ooh, you get sacrificed to honey siren. That's right.
Doesn't sound very fun. Do they have anything to do with the trees?
I mean, on the other side, there's all kinds of magical creatures over in eternity,
Okay. All right. Well, then we'll have to find one.
Oh, no, you don't want to find one. No. There's you find one at base of volcano. So you have to go through volcano. It is very not cold. The opposite of cold inside volcano. And you do not like it very much.
I don't know, Hardy. I think Lima and Gimlet are wrong. This is destiny calling.
I don't
Yes,
know.
jump into the volcano.
Maybe Destiny has wrong number. Sometimes it just collect call.
Hardy, you've given me a lot to think about. Thanks, little buddy. I'm going to give him a scratch on the top.
Oh, yes. That is nice.
You received a collect call from Trees of Eternity Detention Center. Would you like to accept?
Please, no. Click.
Press 1 to accept. Press 2 to deny. Press 3 to
Press
block
one,
all
y'all.
calls from this number.
Press 5 to jump into a volcano. We got destiny calling. Destiny calls. All right.
So
I'm
Gimlet
gonna
has-
rest back on the. I'm sitting down on the boat. I got Hardy.
Okay. And Lima. So last we saw Lima, you were trying to go through and cut up some of the sea creatures. That's still what you're doing?
Well, she observed what Ghostblade was going through and then decided, this might take quite a bit of fire to kill whatever grossness is in this. So she was like, we've got enough pork from earlier, so I'll just get back to steering the ship.
Other corpses that you slain.
Made good use of. She's a very big proponent of not wasting anything.
I don't want to
The
waste
gods
the
wouldn't want
people,
that.
so I gotta eat them.
They're not people, they're pigs.
What? Look. What do? You use all the parts of the Borgo.
Exactly. It's what the gods would want us to do.
We got to talk about your gods and sentience at some point, but fair enough.
Morality questions really come up a lot during Dungeons and Dragons, don't they?
Murder in, murder out.
Yeah.
Your main problem is the Borgos can talk.
Lima, is there anything else that you would want to do on? Consider that you have one action before something will happen.
She's gonna, because she's steering the ship. She can't meditate, which is normally what she would want to do. So she will brew like a really big pot of tea and just kind of enjoy that while she's steering.
Right. Okay. So as you're sipping on your tea, give me an Arcana check.
Ooh. Oh, only a 3.
Only a 3. And
Yes.
on a 3, you start to kind of feel your vision going in and out for a second.
Oh.
You're just kind of sailing into the night. It seems very peaceful. The waters are very peaceful. But on a 3, you start to hear voices, muffled, distant.
Wait,
kind
did
of-
she get the tea from on board ship?
No, Lima has had this tea with her. She's had it during breaks before.
It is Hardy's tea. We're going on an adventure.
No, this is a special Lima brew.
It is not tea. It is coffee the whole time. It is just selling point. Anyway, as you're
This is the main ingredient to this tea, a mushroom.
Lima is not about to share her recipes.
secret recipe, but you do begin to have this kind of feeling where there feels like a shift, a tonal shift, where you start to hear these muffled voices kind of yelling and not really screaming, but there's some kind of a conflict. And then you begin to hear metal clanging, clang, clang, hitting against swords, clanging together. Are you going to try and repeal this vision, or are you going to try to follow it?
She's going to try to like get the attention of Ghostblade to say like, hey, something might happen to me. So someone needs to steer the ship in case something happens. And if she can make eye contact with him, she's gonna go ahead with the vision.
Hey, Ghostblade. Yeah. Ghostblade, I'm high as balls.
On this specialty.
I'm totally tripping out right now. Come over and steer the ship.
I am not suitable for driving a boat.
Normally it's fine, but in this
Lima's
currently...
tea has like the little inscription on the side, do not operate heavy equipment while drinking this tea.
We're sitting there in the boat, and suddenly there's a siren behind us. The boat gets pulled over,
and she realized that she put like twice as many tea leaves as usual.
Just extra tea, folks. It's just extra tea.
Ghostblade, yeah, you see Lima signaling to you.
Yep, gonna go up and take over the ship.
Oh, sure. She asked for help. Gets help. It's fine.
Nobody knows the trouble I see.
Truth.
Lima, as you begin to follow these sounds, you feel your vision kind of going in and out a little bit, similar to how it had happened before, where you're kind of seeing these different things. And in a moment, you kind of snap through and you have this like first person view. As you look up, you see a tree in front of you.
Okay.
It's not on fire yet, but
okay.
What you're watching looks like the hands of somebody who the hands look like they're wearing these black gauntlets with armor on, and they're holding a sword, and it just looks like they're just defending, parrying against someone. You don't recognize who the person is, but it looks like one of those people from Alnwick who were wearing those kind of priestly garb. And they seem to be fighting this person. As they look over, they turn their attention, and you just see as there's a whole bunch of these black armored individuals fighting these clergy people. And off in the distance, up close to the tree, you see the Black Knight approaching it.
Oh no. Does Lima have the ability to like do anything, or is she only able to see things?
This is only visuals. You kind of feel like you're floating. You don't really have any kind of control over what's happening.
Okay.
You're just a spectator.
Okay. Can I control like where I look by any chance?
No, it's like you're just completely out of the driver's seat.
Got
you're
it.
just seeing through the eyes of someone else.
You are quite literally tripping.
Murder in, murder out. And as you look off in the distance and you watch as the Black Knight is approaching the tree, you see in the distance behind him is that dragon hawk flying at record speed, flying off in the distance towards the Black Knight's location. And with that, you just kind of snap back to reality and see Ghostblade manning the helm of the ship.
Murder.
And the wake is in a big circle. Like, how long have we been going in circles?
How long you been tripping?
All you had to do was go straight.
In a circular line.
A straight circle.
We're never getting to the trees, folks.
Which is even more agitating to Lima because of the vision that she just saw. So she explains to Ghostblade why she's incredibly frustrated with him right now because we need to get to that second tree as soon as possible. And so she explains the whole vision to everyone.
Are you going to wake Gimlet up?
Yes.
Okay. And you relay the entire thing to everyone.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So
If Gimlet's getting out, I'm going and sneaking in and getting my gun back, to be clear.
Gimlet, let's back up. Gimlet, what did you do with the gun once you got it and closed the door on him?
Set it down and also put Dismas into that portable hole that he could go into, because Dismas unattended in a room with a gun is just a recipe for
I'm not getting sleep.
That's just familiar gun safety, folks.
yeah, monkey with a shotgun is really not what we're looking for here.
Yeah, we're not on the Rust set here. Come on.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Sorry. Real life reference. That was the only one. Done.
So basically, Gimlet would just be trying to get some sleep and have a look at the gun in the morning. So that's kind of his game plan.
I do want to see monkey with a shotgun, though.
For the future, I am going to go sneak in and get my gun back.
Right. So yeah, as long as Gimlet, are you coming out?
Fine. So Gimlet would come out and well, don't you people sleep?
No.
Nope. Not really.
And as you look up and they say that, they just look peppy and energized.
Opposite of Gimlet right now.
Gimlet just sort of stares.
No, buddy, you get inside. Do you see the gun laying there? You pick it up.
Yeah, I grab it. It's mine.
You've now got your gun back. Nobody's got a gun.
Yeah. And I'll go to the team meeting here for Lima, because even though she didn't want to help me, I'm a team player.
Hey, Lima wanted to. She just didn't recognize the symbol that you were asking about.
Lima ignored me.
That is willful ignorance.
That is willful ignorance.
Oh no, they're smack talking, folks.
Careful. Careful, nobody, or I'll give you a nickname just like Glitterblade.
Oh no!
Doesn't he already have a
So
nickname?
we're clear, you think nobody's my given name?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like,
Hardy's making fourth wall breaks now. Look at this, folks.
It's just like literally as Hardy in Deadpool just going, "No, to catch everyone up."
and threatening to give Gimlet a nickname is just like, oh great, I'll put it with the others.
All right. So you've got a vision to tell us about?
Yes. So, setting aside the whole tea issue, I had a vision, and then she just explains everything in exactly the same detail that David did a few minutes ago.
Sure. That's effective.
I am incorporating by reference that
Incorporated by reference. The
On
exact
information
story.
and belief, we have to get to that tree.
So we're in a sailboat. What do you want us to do? Row?
We're heading to the tree. Well, we were before Glitterblade took over. Let us continue heading to the tree.
I don't think any of us are getting out to push. So we're gonna get there when we get there.
Gimlet is so cranky today. We might need more sea shanties.
Gimlet, would you like some tea? Maybe that will help you be less grumpy.
Gimlet,
Give
roll
it
a
a
nature
round.
check.
Yeah, row your boat. Get it done.
Gimlet's just gonna be like, back to bed.
Who else wants to see Dismas hallucinate off the tee? Because I really want to see that.
It's not hallucinatory tea, Ghostblade.
Tomato.
She just drinks it and then hallucinates, but it's not hallucinatory tea. These things are completely unrelated.
It is my connection to the gods. Thank you very much.
Yes,
Yeah, I've heard
they
that
call
before.
I've heard that too.
I wonder if that will hold up in court.
Yeah, send to the wrong two attorneys.
Gimlet, you go back to sleep. Ghostblade, you keep eating your rancid meat. Lima, keep steering the ship. I'm going to sit down.
Are you okay, buddy?
Oh, no.
Hardy's always so patronizing with his affirmations.
I'm not actually trying to be mean. It just sounds like that.
I just don't have any other voice.
So, this is how my voice sounds.
All right. Lima, is there anything you need me to do to help make the ship go faster? Any ropes or anything? You usually call out ropes.
Yeah, she'll like pick up a rope and hand it to him and say, like, can you pull this a little tighter and tie it around this little thing over here.
I'm worried that I'm being treated like a sibling with a game controller that's not connected, but yes, I will try that.
The other end of the
what
rope
you're doing,
is just
it'll pull the sheet a little bit tighter, and that'll help with pushing us a little bit
I believe
faster in this
you.
wind.
All right, let's get it done. Hardy, you
There's
help.
a sea shanty in the chat.
I will do what I can, but I have no thumbs.
It's fair. Okay, so everybody else, we're gonna steer this ship. We're gonna go faster. We're gonna not be eaten by anything today. Okay.
Any day that we're not eaten by something is a good day.
It's very
Let's
rare
be
for
real.
me on this trip, but yes.
Hang on, there's a sea shanty I want to try.
No.
There once was Gimlet who was really sleepy, but Lima woke him up with spilled tea. Glitterblade can only turn left, and everybody forgot nobody.
Aw,
Yeah,
that was
That was
good.
fun. That was good.
I liked it. I liked
4
it.
out of 10.
Hey.
Aw.
10 out of 10
Oh,
creativity, 4 out of 10
today.
execution. That's fair.
Fair.
There's no pleasing Gimlet today. All right. I'm gonna pull on the ropes that Lima tells me to.
Right. Yeah. So all of you have kind of like assumed your positions that you've said. You're taking care of the ship, and yeah, you guys take off. And it is. We'll now say that it is like kind of early morning, dawn, and you guys are going for a long time. You've been out on sea for who knows how many days now, until eventually you start to see smoke in the distance.
Oh,
There's smoke on the water.
Do we see it or are we hallucinating?
Oh no,
What
you
do
actually
do
see
with
smoke up in
sailor?
the air.
Sailor?
Fire in the sky.
We're just gonna playlist the playlist today.
So
Is gonna
quietly
be
zips his
Tea.
zips his drink there.
Can't Lima do a wind spell? I don't know.
currently no.
All right. Well, let's. If there's fire in the sky, let's go. Let's go to it. Let's do it. It is our destiny. Gimlet, get
Answering
up.
that phone again.
Gimlet, get up.
Gimlet, is it another thing that's gonna take like 3 days for us to notice or for us to deal with?
Land ho! Or at least
Nah.
smoke.
You all
I thought
hear
it was
nobody
fire in
yelling.
the air.
Yeah,
All right,
it's
what do you
smoke
see,
up in the
nobody?
sky.
Nobody, what are we doing?
We're going to it.
Okay.
There's a problem with the tree, I think. Let's go save something.
There's another tree on fire.
Yes, that's right, Ghostblade. Let's go.
Okay.
All
let's go.
right, so we're gonna get there in several hours.
No, as you guys
I
kind of
want
like
to all take our positions on the bow of the ship, ready to fight, and then just wait.
as you guys are moving through, eventually the clouds are going to move, and you'll see that you're arriving at the city. It is off in the distance, and high up on the top of this mountain is what looks like off in the distance. There's flames. And though you don't have clear line of sight on the tree itself, there is something sending off. It's just so much smoke that it's blinding up in the sky. It's actually blacking out the sun. There's that much smoke.
Oh no.
Would you call it a black hole sun? No.
What does that mean?
It wants us to come.
To wash away the rain.
The whole playlist.
Wash away the rain. Black
I
hole
don't
sun.
understand. Is this poetry? Does it rhyme?
It is poetry.
It is
Oh.
absolutely poetry.
It's a garden of sound. Let's go.
I feel very energized.
Yes,
I
you
think.
do, Hardy. Today's the day our destiny calls.
So as you guys are moving at a very quick pace, Lima, you see that there's a dock up ahead. Are you going to dock the ship? Where do you want
Yes.
to put the ship? So you see that there's this whole city, and then up on a mountain is where the tree is.
Okay. So yeah, she's gonna dock the ship properly because that's what she does. she's not an amateur here.
Dock it.
Um,
Dock it.
and then yeah, we're all gonna run out, or at least Lima's gonna run off the ship immediately because she's super concerned about this burning tree.
Oh, I'm running with Lima. Hardy on my shoulder. Let's go.
And she's gonna take off the big fluffy hat too and like put it down before she leaves. That's
Hardy is gonna
just
go
for the
and-
ship.
As you're gone, Hardy is going to go and take the hat.
Fair.
He's then going to climb up on nobody's shoulder, and if you were to turn and look, you would see Hardy is now wearing the hat.
Lima's gonna turn around and see him and be like, "Ah, "Are you serious?
It's a
Really?
fashion statement, high fashion.
I mean, you couldn't have left for 1 minute."
Lima, let's fight about the hat after we save some.
We do
She's gonna
really
turn
good
to
at
Hardy and be
saving
like-
things.
Gimlet's
Lima,
gonna
let's
follow
fight about
along
that
and he's-
after we save things. Let's go.
Lima's like, "We're gonna talk about this."
Okay, we're going to try to talk about this, but okay.
And then- and then
Kidding,
she's
I
gonna-
warn you, Lima.
the waves, the water, right around the dock is gonna start to like curl up with some thaumaturgy.
Oh, I so scared, and she's moving the ocean. Oh no.
This is the trash talk today. Is
We're gonna start an episode, and it's gonna be like between these events, Hardy was found dead.
Oh no!
And there was
I'm
no
a
red hat.
hat.
His favorite hat in the world was gone.
Nobody Gimlet and Blade stop. Beach Boys.
You guys have docked. Do you get off the ship?
So fast.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Gimlet,
guess we head up to the flaming wreckage of the tree.
as he yawns,
Yeah.
All right.
in character. You guys start moving briskly, and you're going to hear tons of commotion coming from the main city. Now, as you see this, you recognize this is where you guys just were a couple of days ago. You were here, and there's a hill going up. Do you start going up the hill?
Oh, we're gonna run up that hill.
Wait, this is deja vu.
Well,
the
no, you
hill?
guys were here, and then you got teleported away, and then you had to travel back here.
But we have a boat now, Ghostblade. But we're still gonna run up that hill.
You can do all the running you want. I'm gonna get Nightwind.
All right. Well, if I see him going for his Nightwind, I'm certainly gonna try to clear some distance.
Same.
Nightwind.
Yep. There.
Oh, nice.
We got props now, folks.
Yes, ma'am.
I Ghostblade, just for specifics, what is the distance between you and Nightwind as you spawn Nightwind into the world?
Oh, we're pretty good. I threw it behind a tree and I took shield behind nobody and Hardy.
You're behind me. There's literally no trees described in this scene. What?
There is in my head.
There is now.
My imagination.
Glitter him up, David.
It's still early yet.
I feel like I get a saving throw at least.
Ghostblade, you give me a dexterity check to throw the Nightwind crystal like a Pokeball.
That's a 20.
That's a 20. Yeah, and
Nice.
he throws it by the tree and glitter explosion on that tree.
Nice.
Your unicorn comes trotting out towards you, ready for action.
All right. We're gonna
jump
go.
on
Let's
it?
go up. Yeah, I jump on it. Let's go find out what's going on with the tree.
Okay, Lima, Gimlet, are you guys going to run with nobody?
Yep.
Yeah.
Gimlet, you want to ride?
Yeah, sure.
Those short little legs, and you look tired.
Gimlet is tired. So is
Fair.
Runkle.
Fair.
Gimlet, give me a Constitution save before we continue.
I don't like that.
All off it.
17.
Yeah, Gimlet, you do not fall asleep from the rocking of the horse.
No promises on Runkle.
So what's going to happen is as you guys are running, and Ghostblade and Gimlet will get there first. And as you get to the top of the hill and you see off in the distance here is that there is a tree. But the tree is not on fire.
We did it.
Wait, not?
We
It's
did
not
it.
on fire.
What
Is it
on
already
fire?
burned down?
Subversion of expectations. No. There is a fire, and it is actually the Dragon Hawk, which is engulfed in flame itself, fighting with the other, I'll say, rogues that are there, trying to kill it. They're trying to fight it.
Does anybody get the impression we have no idea what's going on between these factions?
Correct.
My face give it away.
Okay. Well, nobody will run up to the side of the fire dragon.
Well, before you get there, because Ghostblade and Gimlet will get there first, so I'm going to let them take their action. Ghostblade,
Very
Gimlet,
fast.
you guys will see this first, that there is a whole bunch of these rogues donning this black armor who are trying to fight this creature, and this creature is just like kind of fighting back, holding its own. Many of the clergy are downed or dead, but there are still a handful of them up close to the tree, and you see the Black Knight is up there himself. What do you do?
The last time we took on the Black Knight,
You went real well.
do we like the fire dragon thingy?
Better than we like the Black Knight.
Yeah, because he was just chaos, but not bad.
The dragon seems to have been helpful.
Yeah, the dragon just left to go save a tree.
Oh, do we have to? I'm gonna go over by the clergy. At least get closer to see if there's anything I can see without directly engaging the Black Knight yet.
Are you kind of moving in slowly, or are you gonna just rush to the other side?
I'm moving in slowly,
Okay.
like Nightwind is going back into like stealth mode.
Nightwind, activate stealth mode.
He does stealth mode.
And it spits out slightly less glitter as it goes.
As it flicks its tail, only a little bit of glitter is revealed. Nobody and Lima, you guys will also finally arrive. See the same thing I just described. I need to know what you guys are going to do.
But if I see the Black Knight, I'm going to have to go to the Black Knight.
You start running in that direction?
Yeah, running fast as I can. Probably not holding one another's hands, but running just as fast as I can.
Okay. Hardy is on your shoulder. And why are you running? Oh my gosh, I can't hold on.
Just hold on to your hats.
I can't do that either. I don't have thumbs.
Don't you have claws? Did somebody declaw Hardy?
Oh no, we can't do that.
Please don't.
Isn't nobody a dragonborn? I mean, he's not going to be bothered by the claws.
Nobody is a tiefling. How dare
Oh, right,
you?
tiefling.
Oh no.
Sorry, I'm tired.
What is Lima doing?
So she's not going in exactly the same direction as nobody because she doesn't really want to go directly to the Black Knight, but she's gonna like kind of go in that general direction to see if she can kind of do maybe like a lateral kind of move.
Okay.
So Yeah,
So you're all kind of like splitting up here,
basically.
Flanking positions.
flanking
Yeah.
positions. And with that, we're not actually in the combat yet, but because we're all split up, everyone roll initiative so that it's easy for us to balance out who's doing what.
$20.
Nice.
22.
All right.
More
Gimlet's
nice.
the one with the highest
17.
initiative.
Would nobody get?
9.
17. Oh, sorry.
17 Ghostblade?
Yep.
And apparently I ticked over 30K on the Extra Life fundraiser. So that
Nice.
is
Hey!
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Ian.
that's hopefully going to be a lot of help for some sick kids. So
You're number 7 on the leaderboard.
Yay.
nice.
And with
That's awesome.
that, Gimlet, you are atop Nightwind. You are off kind of huddled in the corner. There is a house behind you. There's some kind of a building behind you with an overhang, and you guys are under that, casting a shadow over you, and you are just able to see this whole thing. You could see nobody is basically directly across from you. Nobody, just to jump over, you are about almost halfway there. You would have run halfway there, but you're right in between the middle of combat here. Combat is to the right of you. You are right next to it. So you're in the line of fire, more or less. Lima, you're a little bit further back, but you have a vantage point to see everything. Gimlet, it's your turn. You're watching. You see this whole thing, and you're seeing the Dragonhawk just fighting with these guys, and it leans back, and just an explosion of fire, a line of fire comes out of this thing's mouth, sends 2 of those rogues flying through the air backwards. Give me another perception check.
Me?
Yes.
That is a 6.
You see nothing else out of the ordinary, and with that, it's your turn.
All right. Well, I guess let's try to save the Dragonhawk. So I will cast Maximilian's Earthen Grasp.
Ooh, what is that?
On who? So there's you at this point. You're going to see that there's 8 rogues surrounding the Dragonhawk.
Yeah, I don't have anything crowd control-y, unfortunately. So on one of them, it's going to reach out and try to grab him.
And there's a save on that, right?
That is a strength saving throw.
So they're rolling at disadvantage because they do not know you're casting it. And even on a disadvantage, 15.
15. Let me check my DC. I think that beats me, but yeah, my DC is 14.
Yeah, that was an 18 and a 15. So
I was going to say, what's the opposite of how I roll? Disadvantage 15?
So it fails to grab, but the hand is still there, and I can make grabby gestures on further turns.
So Ghostblade, you're going to see as this hand comes up and tries to grab this guy, but he just kind of shoves through it and looks back and sees the 2 of you riding Nightwind kind of under the, hiding behind that building.
Can I insight check? Like,
Not yet. That was just what you could see.
That was what I could see.
That's just so that you see what's going on. Gimlet, it is still your turn. You have a movement and a bonus action if you were going to use them.
I don't have a useful bonus action, and movement. I'm just going to stay on the horse.
Okay.
So
Lima, it's
Excuse
your
me.
turn.
You're going to stay on the what?
the horse,
The magical glitter horse.
the
Give him
discount
a
horse.
Oh,
Sorry,
Here we go
disco
again,
horse.
folks.
Oh,
The disco horse.
I know who's getting glittered next.
Hey, it's a disco horse. That's
Lima, it is your turn. Give me a
Okay.
perception check.
Ooh, okay. I was gonna ask a perception kind of question. Okay, perception. 5.
And ask your question.
I was gonna say, does she see her brother Corvus around?
You do not. They're all wearing basically identical armor, except for the one guy that's up in the front that's wearing
Okay.
that big helmet that you recognize. But everybody
Okay.
else is kind of blended in here. There are other guys up by him that are wearing similar armor, so you don't know out of this mix who is who or what is what. And on a 5, as you're looking around, you just vaguely see as that hand pops up out of the ground. So you don't even see fully. And after that line of fire that the dragon shot, there's just so much smoke around you. You really can't see too much. What do you do?
Gosh, well, if I can't see too much, I'm gonna want to try to see a bit better. So Lima's going to. How far is she from the guys that are like surrounding the dragon? The dragon.
You're within
thing?
20 feet of them.
Oh,
You're
okay.
really close to them. You're
Okay.
you're just a little further back from where nobody is.
Okay, so Lima's thinking that there's probably going to be more smoke coming during this encounter, so she's going to use fairy fire against these guys to surround them with a glowy light, so that we can all see them in neon pink.
Is that the color you're casting on them?
Pink.
On this one, yes,
Okay.
it's a very bright bubblegum pink.
And I
Our
think
fighting is fabulous.
going to see that. You can channel that within. They have to roll dexterity saves, so they're going to do that with disadvantage.
Okay.
What's the number that they have to beat?
It says Dex 13.
Okay, so the first one just rolled a 14, a 19, and a 14. So that's one's not marked.
Okay.
You can get 3 of them from where you
Okay.
three more, so 4 in total. One of them is marked with a 5.
Okay.
Another one is marked with a 9, and then the
Good.
third one is also marked with a 10. So you got 3 of them.
3 out of 4.
So
Good.
all of you can look as you see that 3 of them just kind of light up with this pinkish bubblegum aura around them, and they look down kind of confused. What's going on? Is there anything else you want to do?
Then is there any, are there any like is this a clearing? Like, what does this look like terrain?
It's kind of like an open courtyard up here with a bunch of
Okay.
buildings around, and then
Okay.
basically down a path here, there's another open courtyard where the tree is. But there's so
Okay.
much smoke by you. You're at the end of the first one.
Okay. So she's gonna like kind of like duck behind the building pieces so that they don't see her. And then
me a
she's
stealth
gonna like
check.
kind of, what's that?
Stealth.
Oh,
check.
stealth check. Okay. It's a 12.
Okay, so you may or may not be stealthed.
Okay. And then she's gonna try to like creep a little bit towards where the tree is.
Okay. All right. So you're going to move up a little bit, moving, ducking behind the trees. Okay.
Mhm.
Nobody give me a perception check.
You got it.
Not
9.
perfect. Nobody. You're running through, just trying to get close to the front here, and you're only about halfway there. So you still have about another 80 feet you have to run before you get there. And as you're looking ahead, smoke goes in front of you, gets in your
Okay.
eyes, and you can't see the Black Knight for a couple of seconds. And Ghostblade, it's your turn.
I want to try and figure out. I want to look around. I want to try and figure out either if I can insight check anybody to see who means to do me harm or if they have any malintent towards me.
Are you doing that against the rogues or the dragon or Gimlet?
The rogues.
Gimlet.
I have a plan for Gimlet.
Does
but
have bad
rogues.
intentions towards
Are you going to catapult Gimlet at the?
No, I've got plans for Gimlet.
Okay. Give me an insight check on the rogues then.
Insight. 18.
18 on an 18. Ghostblade, as you're looking these guys up and down, they seem to look familiar to you in a type of way. the way that they move, kind of the way that they're fighting, the armor they're wearing, not so much as identical, but reminiscent of the guards that you dealt with back on the cart many moons ago that you fought.
Oh, okay.
It also seemed to remind you of the people that you found when you came back from the green portal and you saw Nate the Fighter disappear on the other side of this field, and you saw the corpses that were down that looked very similar to rogues, though they were wearing different colors.
These are the ones that we had to dispatch, like with prejudice?
That is the assumption that you would be led to.
Okay. In that case,
did we have to dispatch them with prejudice, or did you just add prejudice because we can?
I'm adding prejudice because we can, because why not start with the chaos?
Yes.
Let's go ahead and hit him with the short bow.
Are you going to shoot for the one that is marked in pink or the ones that are closer to you?
Marked, the one's closest to me.
Okay, so that would be the one that just evaded the hand.
Yeah. That's in that 2025.
You shoot an arrow true, and it hits this guy. Roll for damage.
What do these rolls feel like, fellas?
Oh, no.
No.
You spoke too soon, nobody.
6 damage.
And the guy is basically like, at this point, he's still looking back towards you, and he just watches as like the guy behind the gnome pulls and shoots an arrow at him, and it just kind of hits him right in the chest, sticking up out of him. And with that, he's just going to turn and yell, "We're being flanked! We're under attack!" Which you all hear. Ghostblade, it's still your turn.
I am going to get off Nightwind and take my cunning action, disengage, and then while I'm at a sufficient distance from Nightwind, I'm going to summon Nightwind back, and so I can put him back in my pocket.
Gimlet, you just feel yourself drop down and kind of plop on the ground.
You bastard.
Roll a dexterity saving throw at disadvantage, please. Because you didn't know it was coming.
Oh, disadvantage is
no.
gonna...
Gimlet, you take no damage, but Gimlet, you are covered in glitter.
Yes.
Well, that's a stealth disadvantage, folks.
No. Oh man.
The rest
What a-
of you,
what a
as
time.
you look over, you just kind of see the light reflecting off of glittery Gimlet in different ways.
We are so dysfunctional.
Gimlet is majestic. Majestic.
Oh,
AF.
that's gonna be useful for my actually pretty good stealth and so forth. But
Gimlet is a walking beacon right now.
Oh no.
Gimlet the disco ball.
Is he as shimmery as the guys that have fairy fire around them, or not as much?
Well, Gimlet's covered in multicolor, whereas these guys are just neon bubblegum pink.
So as he's walking, just like the light hits at different angles, and it just turns into like a disco, just quite literally everywhere.
Lyman's gonna see him and say under her breath, "Discotter."
And with
Discotter.
the dragon is gonna try to go. It is its turn. I'm gonna see what it does. The dragon hawk is going to lean down and with one of its claws just kind of cut through one of these rogues who just basically gets cut straight through, and he collapses to the ground. As his helmet, as he hits the ground, he's taken serious damage, and some of his internal organs may be visible if you're looking. But Lima, because they're close to you, their helmet rolls off, and you see it is not your brother.
Okay.
It's been maimed. And with that, Nobody, it is your turn. Nobody, as the dust kind of clears from your vision as the smoke dissipates. As you look on the other side, you see that the Black Knight is advancing and that 2 of the other clergymen are downed, and that there are 2 other rogues now that are next to him. And he's advancing forward on that last clergy. It's your turn. What do you do?
I'm going to keep running at him.
Are you taking the dash action?
How close am I, David? You tell me.
So you're about 80 feet away at this point.
Yes, I'm dashing.
Okay. You dash ahead. And so that would give you, if you're dashing, use double movement. So I think you have 30.
I do indeed.
So that gets you 60. So you're now 20 feet away.
Okay.
What do you do?
I don't think I can do anything with 20 feet away. I can, I suppose I can try to, what do they call it? Catnip? I'm going to catnip him. Try to yell at him.
What do you
Yeah, I know it's cantrip, but I got Hardy with me, so I figure it's catnip today. Rhine!
You got to launch the cat.
I can't launch Hardy at him.
You can.
You
See,
can.
now-
You're just not trying hard enough.
This is why I can't leave Hardy with you. You're going to use catapult on him.
Technically, it doesn't work because he's because he's not an object. Although I could probably send his cat or his hat.
I'm trying to get Ryan's attention. Can I get his attention?
You're casting a spell for that?
I'm using my I have the yelly cantrip. I just
Command?
can't find it. Not command. I'm just
Thaumaturgy?
yelling at him. I'm just yelling at him with a louder voice.
Give me an intimidation check.
21.
Oh, what did you feel like?
On 21, you're just going to see a very large bodied person and a helmet just kind of turn and look back at you. I have no time for you.
Ooh.
You'll make time.
Oh.
Okay.
We shall see. And with that, he's just going to turn away from you because he's not actually intimidated by you, but he knows you're there.
This guy. Come on, Hardy. Let's show him the business.
Oh, you got it. Let's do it. Rope a dope.
Rope-a-dope.
I right hook.
All right. We got this. I'm a little concerned. I'm the
Hardy's
only one
like
running
shadow
this direction.
boxing.
Hardy is like jumping up, shadow boxing on your shoulder right now.
Here we go.
His little hat flying back and forth in the wind. Give me a quick perception check.
12.
Yeah, on a 12, you're going to realize that, like, even through the smoke, you can very clearly see this red hat on the cat, basically marking you wherever you move on this battlefield.
We want him to know where we are, Hardy. It's okay. Keep the hat.
Yes, okay. I am very excited. We're going to fight, right?
We're gonna take him out.
We're
We're
going
gonna
to take
save
him out.
something.
I love how Hardy has like become very battle hardened through this whole process. He's no longer reluctant.
We've been
Hardy's
eating,
just
it's okay.
very excited, sees all of this hubbub going down, wants to be part of party. Gimlet, back to you. It is your turn. Top of the encounter.
All right. Is there still something next to the big grabby hand?
Yeah, he just got shot with an arrow.
All right. I'm going to use my action to make the hand reach for him again.
Okay. And this, he's just rolling a regular, not at disadvantage because he knows you're there. He's going to roll a 17 flat.
Dang it. So it tries to grab him and fails.
A second hand pops up and goes to grab him, and the guy sidesteps.
And I'm going to use my movement to stand up.
And you stand up.
And do my best to brush off glitter.
And you do your best, but it just never ends. There's just so much of it.
It's a very fine mica powder.
Yeah.
that gets into every crease on your face.
We'll have words about that later.
Gimlet is writing checks.
Next week on Lawyers and Dragons, it's just a throwdown roast.
There's just a cloud of glitter everywhere.
I think all of you have said we'll have words about that at some point today.
There's no actual battle. It's just internal.
On the next Lawyers and Dragons, scores are settled. People are glittered.
Laser pointers are used.
We're just all using Hardy as a weapon with a laser pointer.
Oh, I got it this time. Oh no, it got away. Lima, it's your turn.
Okay. So these guys are still, they've got the fairy fire. There's the one that doesn't have fairy fire. Lima's gonna try to shoot an arrow at that one.
The one that's marked or the one that's not marked?
The one that is not marked. She wants to dispel of him.
Cool.
All right.
I mean, the unicorn is just a mutant horse.
21.
21 is a hit.
Yep.
So this is a guy who's already got an arrow sticking out of his chest, and now as he turns around back to, he gets shot again from the other side.
And then damage is a 10.
Minus 10. Okay. He doesn't look too good. He's just kind of hovering for a second as he's got 2 arrows sticking out of his chest.
We call it the Boromir, folks.
Oh no, that is too close to rings of power for me.
You're familiar with that word, Hardy.
Oh God, I don't like it. Hardy starts shivering.
Frustrating enough that Hardy breaks character.
He was breaking the fourth wall before.
Hardy's interdimensional. He's all over this thing now.
Lima, it's still your turn. You've used your action. Is there anything else you want to do?
Okay, she's gonna continue sort of creeping towards the Black Knight.
Right.
And she's also like trying to see if she can scan for any faces that she might recognize, or maybe if she gets a glimmer of her brother's amulet around
As
his neck.
you're looking around, they all have their faces covered.
Mm-hmm.
They're all covered up, wearing helmets. You don't have a clear line of sight on their faces, and you don't, of this group, you definitely don't see anything like that identifying what's going on. With that, up at the front, nobody. It's the Black Knight's turn. And he's just going, because he's moving in on this clergy guy, he's just going to like kind of wave his hand back, kind of like not worth my time kind of vibe coming off of him. And those 2 other rogues that are with him are going to turn and move to attack you.
Fine.
No, come on. Don't give me fine. Give me results. Let's go.
Give me flail.
Hardy is now like in your face, like trying to hype you up.
Oh, we got this, Hardy. I don't need to be hyped
He's
for
got
these fools.
his little beans
Give
on
me
your cheeks.
results. He's like a corporate middle manager or corporate middle manager. You know, I demand results, not just.
We got this, Hardy. Don't you worry.
Don't give me fine. Give me let's go. We got this.
We got this.
He's like, Hardy's turning into like a David Goggins type of character.
Come on, nobody. Stay hard.
We're gonna hit the Whopper button.
Take a lance.
Hardy Goggins over here.
I'd run 80,000 miles every morning before breakfast. I could do it with one paw. I don't even need my other paws.
Like, I never know where I am because I'm just running all the time before breakfast. And then it's like, where am I?
And then it is breakfast time and I still don't eat because I have to stay hard.
You are Hardy.
You know, they make pills for that.
Stay Hardy. Merch.
Stay
Someone draw
Hardy.
a version of Hardy as David Goggins. Put it on a shirt.
The merch we didn't know we needed, folks. But they are going to move in and they are going to attack nobody. They have swords.
Yeah.
One of them, the smoke is covering his eyes. Nobody. He's going to swing with a 3. The second one is going to move in and swing as well. And he's going to swing with a 5.
As I said, Hardy, these folks don't know what they're in for.
I mean, yes, but based on how pathetic they just swung, I feel like if we're not careful, this is going to feed your ego. So let's make sure we're good.
You really think my ego is what we have to worry about right now, Hardy?
I mean, I'm not so good with like things that are important, but stay hard, okay?
Hey, Hardy.
Do the thing. But, when it is your turn, I guess. Ghostblade, it's your turn.
Okay.
Your turn.
Where is everybody?
So Ghostblade, to paint the picture, you have stepped away to the side, and you now have line of sight on basically the Dragonhawk is in the center of this courtyard, and surrounding the hawk are 7 guys. There was 8, there is now 7. 3 of them are marked with bubble gum, and one of them has been shot by you. That separately. That is what you see.
And how far are they?
They're close. They're within 30 feet of you.
Okay, they're all within 30 feet.
They're all close.
So,
in fact, you all of you there would feel the heat coming off of the Dragonhawk, which is ignited at this point.
all right, I'm going to try and finish off the guy that has 2 arrows sticking out of him. So we're going to go after him with 2 daggers.
Okay, so you're going to charge the one that's hit with the daggers. Roll to attack.
Dagger number 1 is not going to do much, 12.
On a 12. A 12 lands.
12 lands? Okay.
Nice.
12 gives 5 damage. So that's 5 damage.
And how would you like to do this?
Staring at the dagger that I didn't have to use, I'd like to just run that one right across his throat, and he's done.
Give me a dexterity save real quick, Ghostblade.
Oh no, am I gonna get
No.
Bloody.
23? Okay.
Oh, 23. There is a spurt of blood, but you're able to move out of the way real quick.
Matrix dodged the blood spurt.
But with that, give me an Arcana check.
Ooh.
Ooh. That is a 12.
Yeah, on a 12, Ghostblade, you kind of feel this like thought in the back of your head that you should use the other dagger instead.
The one that is attached to my soul?
That's right. Yes, that one.
So I have a little hint at that. All right.
Right. Yeah, just on
is
a
there-
you just like I should use that.
Is there still smoke all around us?
Absolutely.
Can I use my cunning action now and go and try and hide and disappear in the smoke?
You can absolutely do that.
I'd like to do that.
Give me a stealth check.
Oh no, 14.
Oh no, that's fine. You're able to move because you already have it. I just want to make sure you're not seen by anybody else. So yeah, you move in, slash through, move out, and you're hidden.
Ooh. Nice.
Very assassin-like.
I have a question. The dagger that he just used on someone wasn't the evil, scary, soul stealing.
Nope. That was
Dagger?
one of the, I have 2. I have one here, one here. That was one of those.
Ah, okay. Okay.
He's got so many daggers. He's just
So many.
pulling out daggers
Right.
all the
Wow.
time.
I mean, I know how it is.
A blue steel dagger that's in my backpack.
Mr. Runkle does know how it is.
And with that, you are all going to watch as the Dragonhawk picks its head back up and then goes in to try and bite one of the rogues.
Ooh.
And
Wait, its
it
head
is-
was off?
No, it's going to lift its head back like it's this big creature kind of thing.
Okay.
It's going to lean back and swoop
Our
in.
pet heads are falling off.
And it is going to grab one of the rogues, pick him up, and just start flailing him back and forth before slamming him into the ground.
Ooh. Hopefully it wasn't one of the pink ones.
It's
Tough
not one of the
but
pink
fair.
ones.
Okay. Okay,
Which
good.
that will leave the 3 that have been marked are still alive, plus I believe one more that hasn't been hit yet. So
Okay.
final count, there are 5 rogues left by the hawk. And it is nobody's turn.
So I've got 2 of these rogues in front of me.
Right.
All right. Well, I'm going to take out my flail in my right hand. I'm going to hold the top of the gun to hit it with the butt of the gun in my left. And we're going to use that as a melee weapon. And we're going to start by hitting the first rogue who he rolled like a 4 or a 3. I feel like he's a disappointment to both his parents and to me. And so we're going to hit him with a flail.
Okay, you hit him with a flail.
Just shame him before killing him.
I bet I didn't hit him with a flail. That's a 6.
You are so edgy. You need to just, stick the landing next time, okay?
Artie, I appreciate it, bud. Well, the good news is because I'm swinging my gun around, I get a second attack with the butt of the gun.
Right.
So I'm going to swing that at him. I need some rulings.
Right.
Here,
So
David.
roll an unarmed strike first. For
So that's
2 hit.
that's an 11.
So you're gonna connect with him with the gun, but it's just gonna be like a kind of like a slight stun. It's not gonna be enough to deal damage.
Well, our limp noodle attack formation here of the 3 of us will continue on. That's what I got.
Nobody, give me a perception check.
13.
On a 13. What's going to happen, nobody, as you move in to try and hit this guy with the gun, there is kind of a glimmer that appears on this guy that blinds you for a second, and that is why you're not able to land your blow properly. And as you look down, you're going to see that this guy, underneath all of his armor, is wearing a similar amulet. Well, yes, he's wearing pants, but he's wearing the amulet that's similar to Lima's. And pants.
It's very important that he be wearing pants.
They are all. They're all wearing pants. Everybody has pants,
to the
No one
chat.
is
including
wearing
Hardy.
Artie is wearing pants and boots.
Yes, Hardy is reverse Winnie the Pooh right now.
I love it.
I did what I could do. I'm going to stay there by these rogues. We're not going to take attacks of opportunity. So, okay.
Gimlet, it's your turn.
Is there still a guy next to the giant hand?
That one is dead.
Yay.
All right.
There are now
Then-
3 that are marked and 1 that is not.
All right. Then I am going to have to just spend my action moving the hand to something that is ready to be attacked.
So you're all going to watch as this hand that's popped up out of the ground slides across the ground.
So we got
I
an
think
Adam
it's more that
family?
it dissolves
what I was
and then
thinking.
another hand comes up.
Oh yeah,
But-
pops up, crawls over like the hand from Adam's Family.
Exactly.
I think it actually more dissolves and then another hand pops into
drops.
being. But yes, that's
Way to
about
ruin
it.
our
It's
fun.
just-
That's the legends of the game. There's the canon version, and then there's legends.
Nobody
When
likes
people
to talk
retell
about
this
moving a
story.
giant hand.
So you're invited to the pants party, the party with the pants.
So are you going to stay in place, Gimlet?
pretty much, yep. Unless there's somebody threatening me.
Not directly.
All right.
Lima, it's your turn.
Okay, so Lima is going to shoot another arrow at another one of these non-gentlemen. That's around the dragon.
Right.
The
The one of
dragon
the ones that
thingy.
marked or not marked?
Not marked.
Okay.
Because she wants to save those for last. I don't know why. Okay, sorry.
Tastier? I don't know.
21.
Tastes like
Because we know Lima's going to try to eat them afterwards.
No, these are humans. She doesn't do that.
Yeah, but the other creatures were.
I mean,
sentient.
the other creatures
Humanoid.
talked and walked and like do math. So
and sail ships.
Not the Kraken.
21
How do you know?
to hit is a hit. Roll for damage.
All right. No. It's gonna be a 5. Oh wait, it's a 9.
It's a
Sorry.
9.
I thought that was going to be a 1. Okay, it's a 9. This is much better.
This is only pants, not only fans. You deal 9 damage to that guy as an arrow strikes him. Okay, cool. Anything else on your
You
turn?
can dance. You can dance. Everybody look at your pants. Sorry. Okay, so
Oh.
she's gonna continue creeping in the shadows.
Okay. Stealth check.
Okay. Nat 20. She's very stealthy.
Nat 20. Yep, you're stealth.
She
Okay.
literally disappears.
Nobody give me a perception check.
Oh, sure.
Because you're engaged. These guys don't know if you see what's going on.
12.
12. On a 12, you're going to like kind of peripheral vision see as the Black Knight just goes and cuts through this last guy that's standing up here. He falls down dead.
Isn't he your
And
brother?
that's his turn. And Ghostblade, it's your turn.
So we are gonna. Are they within resistance for me to do sneak attack out of the smoke?
Technically, yes, because they're not engaged with you.
Oh,
And,
wonderful.
and you would be able to move in and sneak attack them. Are you going after the one marked or not marked?
Not marked. We're gonna do 2 dagger, but I'm gonna swap one of them for the soul stealing dagger. So,
Okay.
but the first one I'm going in with is the regular dagger. We're gonna see what we can do with that.
Right.
does it steal other people's souls or
We're-
just
we
ghost blades?
we're going with this. We're just gonna figure it out. Like I'm not sure at this point. I had a gut
Find
feeling,
out
Gimlet.
together.
I had a gut feeling. So
Yep. No, you got to go with those. Except when they tell
12?
you to cover the wizard in glitter. Those are bad feelings. And
no,
you
that was a
should
good
know
gut
it.
feeling. That was intuition that benefited everybody in the group. That
Unless
was
it
a
gets
12,
me killed.
12 to hit. It's not going to get you killed.
12 to hit. And are you swinging with the which dagger are you using right now?
You know what? I feel like that 12 is not guaranteed for the second attack, so we're going to use the soul stealing guy.
Okay. Well, it's going to hit.
Okay.
Roll for damage. It's regular damage there.
6.
On a 6. Ghostblade, as you move in using your sneak attack and you run in, how exactly are you attacking this guy with the corrupt dagger?
I'm coming from behind him, and because it's a sneak attack, I was going to try and do like the 2 dagger this way,
Right.
but we're just going to do one of them across the throat if we can.
Yeah, you're going to land it and it's going to strike true and you're going to get a little bit of blood. While it's not going to be enough to kill this guy, you're going to slash across his neck. And Ghostblade, as you watch the blood that kind of comes out from his neck, hits the blade. The blade itself, which is broken. It looks kind of broken in place, and the gem is all kind of mangled inside of it. The blade itself just begins to extend ever so slightly.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like a
Oh.
good thing.
I mean, maybe my soul is attached to this thing, so it becoming a whole blade sounds like a pretty cool thing.
Unless it can eat your soul better.
I'm beginning to wonder about these weapons I'm finding in these
The souls
monsters'
of-
bellies.
Just now.
I'm just saying.
Be nobody. Find mystical weapon in belly of beast. Give to friends.
Cut friend's hand open. Attach soul to said
The
weapon.
friend has already known that
It's
it's
a
a
souvenir.
necromantic dagger eating his soul. What the heck is he using it for?
Can we get
I
back
don't
to
know.
killing this guy?
It's like
And go
it's
ahead.
like my friend went all the way to the belly of the beast, and all I got was this lousy T-shirt kind of merch.
It is. That second dagger is coming in with a 19, by the way,
That's a hit.
and a sneak attack. That's gonna roll a 7 damage.
7 damage.
I think
And
what I appreciate most, Chad, is that you avoided any unknown references to Rob's sword getting longer in this. So I appreciate that.
Until you
I
said
Yeah, I
it.
was-
had
I
to
was
restrain
waiting.
myself. I'm sorry.
You said it. Oh.
I was gonna say,
I'm
like,
just-
I was
I'm
excited.
just crediting
Chat,
the
you know what
chat.
to do.
I'm just crediting
You
the
know what
chat.
to do, chat.
chat knows what's up. Hardy breaks for a second. This is your moment, folks. You've waited for this.
Stacks of
Ghost
steel.
Blade, how would you like to dispatch this enemy?
We're gonna try and do it the sneaky way again, just right across the throat with the second dagger. So now we're doing that gesture.
Right. So that's exactly what you're going to do. You're going to kind of roll into place. Ah! Guy collapses.
And then
Gonna,
cutting action back into the smoke if I can.
Okay. Stealth check.
You gonna pile the bodies into stacks?
14.
14.
Stacks
Yeah.
of bodies.
You roll back into the smoke, disappearing. As you look over, you'll see that the other 3 that are still marked, the only 3 that left standing, are just looking around, like realizing they're outnumbered. And with that, it's the Dragonhawk's turn. And the Dragonhawk is going to look at the 2 of them that are look at 2 of them, move forward as fast as it can, and then it leans back and begins to flap its wings, lifting itself off the ground and using its talons, reaches down and grabs those 2 guys and begins to lift them off the ground too. And I want to see if it sticks that. Oh, yeah, got one of them. Okay, it got both of them. So the Dragonhawk
Yay.
grabs both of them and is now picking them up off the ground.
Wish I were a dragon hawk.
Nobody, it's your turn.
Here we are again, gentlemen.
Through the chat.
All right. So how far away is the Black Knight from me?
The Black Knight at this point is about 25 feet away from you. It's at the foot of the tree.
All right. Well, then instead of swinging at these people, I am going to cast Command at the Black Knight.
And what's the saving throw?
So the saving throw for my command is a 14.
Let's find out.
No.
16.
No.
But what are you saying? Because you still have the interaction. It's just he's
Yes,
not
it
fully
didn't
compelled.
work. Well, I had yelled out because Hardy has really fired me up. I had yelled out, approach.
They're gonna approach you.
As you look down, you're gonna see, and you see that he has just cut through this last clergy guy up at the front. He is going to then turn, and each footstep loud and kind of commanding in this massive suit of armor, and he does approach you. But
See,
you
there you
know,
go.
you know for a fact it is not because of your spell. That is out of
It's-
free will.
It's because he wants to murder you. Just
We've been waiting for this
Red
conversation a long
Murder out.
time.
You guys got some family issues you got to sort out.
I'm not the one that's killing people and burning down trees.
I didn't burn down trees. I'm just stacking bodies.
have you considered getting an
That's
APO
fine.
or a TRO
Nobody
against
remember
him?
that.
TRO indeed.
Get a TRO.
What does TRO? And he's just going to look down at you and say, "You couldn't possibly understand what this is about."
Explain it to me.
I don't think
Get
I
a
will.
So he
monologue
whips out some hand
I don't
puppets.
think I will.
And with that, he's going to reach over with his other hand, because he's had his massive sword in one hand. He says, "I don't think I will." And then he's going to reach over to the other rogue that's there, reach over towards his chest and grab the amulet and pull it off of his neck.
Uh-oh. No.
At which point, that rogue, who's still masked, is going to start going for it and be like, he's going to look over and say, This wasn't our deal. This wasn't what we had decided." Plans change. And it's, being that it's still your turn, is there anything else you do? You've used your action, but if you have bonus actions or movement.
Well, if I understand the situation correctly, I have
Please
two
enlighten
rogues
us.
in front of me that both missed. I have not hit them either. The Black Knight has now approached, stripped one of them of an amulet,
Right.
and all four of us are hanging out,
Basically.
just basically having a grand time. I don't believe I have anything else that I can do other than, prepare to hopefully continue this conversation in a productive way. Really
Do you
interact one-on-one.
Would you like to ready for combat? Like, because you could basically, I hold to prepare.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to stand there, so I'm not going to stop being ready.
Right.
Hardy's ready. I'm ready. We're ready.
And to be specific, which weapon is in your main hand? Like, if you were to be struck, which weapon would be you be using immediately? The gun or the flail?
The flail.
Okay, just that we got to make sure.
I have no idea why, David, but yes, it's
Just,
the
you know.
flail.
Don't break his flail again. Don't do it.
It's not like that pointy-hatted Mr. Man helped me with my flail capabilities.
What about pointy hats? There is
I
nothing
know.
wrong with pointy hats. Look at my hat. It is beautiful. It has pointy feather on top of it.
Hardy, you're great. It's just a bummer of a day, right?
Listen, nobody. After the rain comes the rainbows.
All right, Hardy. Someday we will find it. The rainbow connection.
You see, I was waiting for you to take sippy time, and then I say funny thing, make you, it's just good. It's just funny. But anyway, it is Gimlet's turn.
Is there anything next to the giant hand?
As the hand has dissipated, reappeared next to one of the pink guys.
All right, let's try to grab him.
Okay.
Hopefully this spell will do something.
Strength check. Nat 1.
Strength save.
Yes,
All
strength
right.
save is still a nat 1.
So it is going to take 9 points of grabby
Squish.
damage.
Okay.
Nine
Grabby damage.
points of dirty squeeze.
Lima, you're gonna watch
I'm
as,
crushing your head.
as this hand pops up out of the ground and just crushes this guy, and you hear as these being like suffocated. And
She's
how
gonna
much
look
was
at that and be. She's gonna look at that and be like, "All right, Sparklet, good job."
Gimlet, is there anything else on your turn?
No. That's it for now.
Lima.
Okay. Did she see the whole thing over by Nobody with the amulet business?
Technically, no, because you're too far away. You've only been moving a
Okay.
little bit closer. What you see here is the four of them are huddled up, but you don't know any of the other specifics.
Okay. Okay. So, and she sees Nobody like right next to them, basically.
Right.
This looks very bad. So
Very
she's
not
going
good.
to. How far is Lima from them?
At this rate, you'd probably be about 40 feet away. You just have to
Okay.
run up that other like courtyard right there to get there.
Okay. So, and how many of them are there with nobody? There's the Black Knight, and then
there's Black Knight, and then 2 other rogues,
2 of the rogues.
We're having a
Okay.
pants party. Come on.
and also Hardy. Hardy's also there.
Okay. Yes, of course. All right. So she. Okay, she's gonna run, like, behind these building places that she's kind of like been sort of sneaking through. She's gonna start to run over there.
Right.
And then she's gonna aim an arrow at no, actually she's going to she's gonna shoot an arrow at one of the rogues.
Shoot an arrow at one of the rogues, left or right?
Whichever one is closer, because she doesn't
Right.
know that one of them is
Steven's
Corvus.
being
That's right.
super specific about this scenario, people.
Yeah.
I know.
This is where maps come in handy, folks. Otherwise, it's all in my head, so I have to remember where everything is. But it's cool. Roll the hit. Roll the hit.
Okay. So far, it's been doing me well. All right.
Don't get a
18.
1. 18. Yeah, you shoot an arrow, and nobody. An arrow strikes the one on your right, the one that did not have the amulet. And yeah, roll for damage.
Okay. 9.
9. On a 9, the guy's going to get hit right in the neck, and he's going to grab that spot where he was struck. And nobody, you see that. You definitely see it. Lima, is there anything else in your turn that you want to do? You've moved.
Yeah.
Anything you're doing else?
She's also okay. So how close are we to the tree? Are we like right next to it at this point?
Yeah, they're right next to it. They're within 20
Okay.
feet of it.
So she's gonna look down at her amulet to see if there's like any change on it, because last time she was by a tree, it started to
is
glow.
All lit up right now.
Okay, she's gonna tuck it into her tunic or whatever, and then like kind of like to keep it safe, and then continue like with the direction towards nobody.
And give me a history check.
Okay. All right. History.
To see if you remember this at
Oh.
all.
7.
On a 7, you remember that you definitely have benefits from being, when it's all lit up like this, you just don't remember what they are.
Okay. All right. Lima doesn't have very good memory.
Lima's in the heat of the moment kind of right now. There's a lot going on. Gimlet's all
lot of
glittery.
Ah,
Lots happening. With that, it's the knight's turn. He is going to grab this amulet and put his back to you and walk away. Nobody.
Oh, no.
What do you do?
Well, it's his turn. Do I get to respond?
That's why I was asking. You have a response, attack of opportunity. He's put his back to you and walked away, so you can attack him if you choose to.
attack of opportunity. Yeah,
Stab him
yeah. I'm
with your flail.
can't stab with a flail.
I mean, you can if you try hard enough.
Gimlet's life advice: you can stab anything if you try hard enough.
Yep.
Okay.
Just like Gimlet can convert anything to bonk.
Okay. Well, then I don't want to kill him just yet, or even try.
something tells
worry,
me
you're
you won't
not
be able
going
to.
Hardy told me that I'm the best of the best, so just relax, everybody.
Ooh, that's a direct quote.
I am the
Nothing's ever
best
gonna
around.
bring you down.
No, nothing is, including this Black Knight. I'm going to swing my flail at his head.
Flail.
I feel like Hardy also eats his own poop, so let's not judge too, or let's not rely too heavily on Hardy's
That's defamation.
expressions of
Okay?
taste.
My flail swing is a 14.
I will rely on truth as a defense.
This has been a very eye-opening session, folks.
Also, public figure. There's no actual malice.
Nobody on a 14. You're going roll for damage.
I get to roll for damage. That's exciting. 4.
All right.
Take
Nobody-
that. I bet you only have 4 hit points, Black Knight.
He
Let's
had
go.
Definitely has like
Nobody-
50.
He puts his back to you and begins to walk away. And I assume you would take a step forward and hit him. Where are you hitting him?
So this is a right upside the noggin from the side with my flail for 4 bludgeoning damage. Take that.
And as you hit him, his helmet falls off.
Oh no.
Ooh.
See? Shouldn't walk away from a conversation.
Leave before I taunt you
He
a
just-
second time.
As you hit him, his helmet falls off and hits the ground, and he like stops for a second. And like you just see, like in his hand, he's holding the amulet, like just looking in front of him, and you just see for a second as he like just closes his fist on the amulet.
Oh.
And with that, he holds his action. And so it's Ghostblade's turn.
Okay, well, third time's a charm. Let's go after dispatching the rest of the rogues that we see in front of us. Let's go. We only have the highlighted ones left, right?
That's right. And there's only one of them left because the Dragonhawk picked off the 2 of the other ones.
It's very effective
Okay.
in combat.
So we'll do the same thing as last time. 2 daggers, sneak attack.
Okay. Are you using the
Yes.
soul dagger?
Soul dagger.
Okay.
And that's going to be a 24.
Nice.
Nat 20?
That's a 19 plus 5.
Yeah. Deal your damage.
That's going to be 7 damage.
Okay. 7 damage. Awesome. Second attack.
13.
13. Oh yeah. Well, how would you like to do this?
Hey, it worked well last time. Let's
They-
just do the same old thing again.
They only had 20 hit points, so you just did all 20.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah. So you just slash through his neck, and blood comes out, and yeah, you watch as blood hits that dagger, and it begins to kind of reforge itself. In a way.
Feed me.
So as
Says the blade.
so the blade fills with blood and becomes engorged.
You're that
We're
would
gonna
hold
press
up.
on, yeah.
Technically, yes.
Okay. Back to the focal point. After we've committed and dispatched 3 of these people and stacked the bodies into the smoke, can I take cunning action, disappear back into the smoke, but in the direction of everybody else?
Yeah, you could just move forward, so you could just move to the other side now, and that's
I'd
fine.
like to try and
and,
stay hidden.
and you get across, no problem. And with that, it is the Dragonhawk's turn. The Dragonhawk is going to throw those 2 guys directly onto the ground. So Ghostblade, as you shift over and get onto the other side, you're just going to 2 bodies just slam on the ground next to you.
When Ghostblade commits murders, the small blade turns into the large blade.
Oh, no.
And then you'll see as all of you that are down there are going to watch as the hawk turns and begins to move over towards where nobody and the Black Knight are. And with that, it's nobody's turn.
Poor Secret McSquirrel. He has
I
the
didn't
hardest
invent
job
the
on the
dagger.
stream.
It's nobody's turn. I
It's
think it's
nobody's.
everybody's turn. Has this guy turned around to see me yet?
Nope, has not. You have not seen his face.
Full tug on the shoulder.
Oh.
You're gonna pull
Full.
him back.
Yes, to pull him back.
Roll a strength check.
It's going to be less than...
13.
And with that, he's going to use his action.
Oh
He-
no.
Does a 24 hit?
Oh no.
Such a snide question, DM.
I'm trying to like graceful. Like, does a 24 hit?
Yeah, how about a 24? Yes,
That,
you
that
got me
doesn't
with
make
a
it any more
24.
pleasant.
Less hurtful on the soul. So here's what happens. You go and tug on him, and he turns around. And before I fully describe, I would like for you, because this is your relative, I would like for you to describe for us and the audience, what does Ryan look like?
Sure. Ryan is a human, despite calling me brother. He has a grizzled face, a somewhat portly one, that is evidence of a history of a youth of weight issues, and finally becoming the Black Knight that we see before us. So he's got whiskers, a little bit gray, a little bit less intimidating than you'd ordinarily assume from the voice, but obviously still in full regalia.
And on top of that
So he looks-
face that you see not only burn marks, but you see slashes and scars all up and down the side of his face.
Ooh.
So he's been through the ringer.
He's
And the
seen
other
some stuff.
that you'll notice is that of those scars, it looks like there's this kind of a white light kind of protruding through them. So something horrible here. Mangled face. It looks like one of his eyes is kind of grayed over from all of the damage. But with that, nobody. He is going to stab you with his sword.
I feel like he's either too mangled or not mangled enough.
That even
Definitely not mangled enough. We need to mangle him further.
Yeah. Well, we
Nobody.
can't go back, so we got to go forward.
He's about to tell me what damage I have to take. Ian.
We're trying to smooth
Are
it out
you-
for you.
Are you eager for that?
I'm concerned since the last time the sword was swung, it didn't go well.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't really go well, as this sword just kind of nobody pierces through your armor of sorts. But you only take 24 damage.
Only.
Only. Isn't that like his entire damage, like hit point count?
No, nobody's not going to be killed by that.
Yet.
And with that, he's actually going to let go of the sword, which remains through you.
Hey, souvenir.
And that is where we're ending today's episode
Oh
of
my
Lawyers and
God.
Dragons.
No.
Wait,
Oh,
did nobody pick up another weapon?
Yeah, but this one's inside
it was
him.
in his belly.
I'll just
I mean-
give it to Rob. He'll experiment. We'll figure
Free
out what
weapons is
happens.
free weapons.
Rob, here's another necromantic sword to experiment with. Have at, bud. Okay, well, thanks for joining us on Lawyers and Dragons, folks. By the way, I'm not dead, but we're not
not
so
dead
far
yet.
away.
Not
So
quite dead yet.
cool. We got to get
Bring out
Ryan
your
to stop
dead.
hitting me with his sword. We'll work on this. We've got family therapy next week. It's going to be great. Thank you, everybody, for
Same.
joining us. Thank you.
Is it court
Alita.
ordered family therapy?
It's going to be court ordered. Thank you, Ian. By the way, folks, if you're keeping track at home, we do have an Ian update here that I can show you. If I hit all these many and varied buttons, you guys see the buttons. That one. That one. We do see Ian over 30,000.
Yay.
Rolling out 35,000. Ian's still going to be streaming all day for the rest of today. You'll hear yawns. You'll hear snark. You'll hear grumpy Gimlet. It's going to be a good time, folks. It's for a great cause. Do go check out that stream. Everybody else, thank you so much for joining. David, you're amazing as always, even if you're trying to kill me. Rob, thank you. And thank you for bearing with the, I think the perfectly family-friendly humor from both us and the chat and you. Alyte, thank you for making it. I assume we didn't get all dressed up just for Lawyers and Dragons, but we appreciate you coming on and making the episode.
Well,
Everybody
and thank
else,
you
we'll
for
be
the
back.
Flexibility on the time.
We got Lawyers and Dragons. Yes, thanks everybody for the flexibility for on the time, because that's what makes this work. We had a lot of people in the chat, so do like, subscribe, tell folks we're having awesome Lawyers and Dragons adventures here. And we will see you for the next one. And I will see you, as well as Ian, over on Ian's channel to help raise in some money for some sick kids. Everybody else, have a great Saturday. Have a great weekend. And we will see you very, very soon indeed.